world turns. There's so much to say. So much going on, folks. I want to talk about Brad. I want to talk about, because you know I dragged Becky already. I really am not done dragging Becky, but I'm going to just lay off Becky for a minute because I also want to drag Brad. You know, I'm fair. I'm an equal opportunity employer. I will drag Becky and I will drag Brad all day long. So we're going to talk about your girl Sara Bartman and how Brad pimped out, or Esau, either way you want to look at it, pimped out the black woman. And the black woman continues to perpetuate the pimping out of her own kind to this very day. Because once Esau instills something in us, or in some of us, or in people, period, like once the devil instills something and keep drilling it and drilling it and drilling it till you get it. Some people accept it, but they bow down and they just take it and they accept it for what it is. Like, this is what this is. So stripping, or being a stripper or a prostitute, of course ain't nothing new. That's been since the beginning of time. But pimping on a world tour, that's new. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into. World War, what is it? We're going on a world tour pimping. So that's what Brad took Sara on. And now, that's what is commonplace in the entertainment industry. It's commonplace in the sex industry. We taking whoredom on the road. So she was a show pony for what? Like 10 years? 10 years, and then she died from multiple STDs because she was basically human sex trafficked from country to country, city to city, state to state. Different men, you know, forcing themselves on her. And, of course, Brad making a killing off of the enslavement, illegal enslavement, and prostitution and whoredom of Sara Bartman. Sara Bartman's story is a very sad story. I've watched this story many times, but when you see it today, you're like, oh, well, how is it happening today? It's happening today in the music industry where women are being pimped out, you know, across world stages. You got to be a quote-unquote baddie, to be a rapper. When did rapping consist of a prostitute with a mic? You gotta have big fake boobs and a big fake butt. Wear nothing. Sing salacious songs about sex or about getting men for their money. Because money, I believe, is the root of all evil. The worship of it, the fact that it's just bad. But yeah, so these female rappers are Sara Bartmans. These very, a famous Instagram model, Sara Bartman. It's the Sara Bartman syndrome. All thanks to Esau's pimping. You know what I'm saying? And Brad takes it on a world tour. The record company is the pimp. He taking the pimping on a world tour. Now you just ain't having sex with random people. You having sex with musical execs, other rappers. You gotta do this. You gotta sleep around. That's the same thing they did to Sara Bartman. They would make her perform, take her on a world tour, and men would have sex with her. And they would pay and do all kind of sick, sadistic shit. It's just what this is. So now, because they didn't pay Sara for that. She died. 24 years old, she died. But now, you get paid for being a whore and going on the Sara Bartman tour. We inject your ass, stuff some silicone in your boobs, stick a mic in your hand, and it's on and popping. You Sara Bartman. Your Megan Thee Stallions and Nicki Minaj's, your Cardi B's. It's been going on for forever now. Back in the day, of course, it wasn't going on like that. But now you got to be a prostitute with a microphone. Now you got to be Sarah Bartman. You have to. Or you're not getting paid. And they ain't getting paid. And Esau be damned if he don't get paid off that ass. Brad is not happy unless he getting paid off the pain and suffering of your misery. You best know that, ladies. So running around here want to inject stuff in your face and in your tits and in your ass, you gonna end up dead trying to keep up with Sarah Bartman and Brad. I'm gonna drop the video about Sarah Bartman and Brad, Esau pimping out Sarah Bartman, and drop off the video. Strip clubs is human zoos. They would stick pygmies and different African people behind cages and bars, stick them in there. People pay money to come look at them because the way they were shaped and built. They never seen black people shaped and built like that. Human zoos. Now they strip clubs. Now women just go in there, slide on a fucking human zoo pole, and have men pay money to do all kind of sick stuff. It repeats itself. That's what this is. So I'll go into the video, but yep, shalom.